What is up, guys? My name is Kameding, and today I am here for you guys with a medical guide, very in depth. I was testing for a couple hours actually on this, figuring out the bleeding mechanic, figuring out everything for you guys. I'm gonna be showing off everything that I know when it comes to every single medical item and how much health they give you, as well as how bleeding works in the game of Unturned. Now, firstly, before we go over all the items, I need to first show you guys how the bleeding mechanic works. Firstly, what you guys need to know, any weapon that damages you 20 health or more will make you bleed, whether that is in the head, body, or limb. And when running over this spike, you will see that I have left 70 damage and bleeding, and you will keep bleeding for 60 seconds until that health goes down 67.5 health. That's how much damage that bleeding basically does to you, and at that point, once it hits that, the bleeding will stop, which brings me down to 2 health. Also, one more thing you guys need to know, if you go into your crafting, I'm sorry about the gray and white because I'm so low health right now, you will see right here vitality, quicker health regeneration with full food and water. As you can see, it's plus 10% regeneration speed. How the regeneration works is if your food and water is above 90%, as you can see this right here, if both of these are above 90%, you will regenerate your health at around 1 health point per second. So you'll gain 3, 4, 5. It's about 1 every second. Once one of your meters right here, either water or food, hits below 90%, you will stop regenerating health. And what this stat does is it makes it so that regeneration speed is a whole lot faster within that 10% of your food and water regeneration. So that will make it go a lot faster and regenerate your health much faster. Just so you guys know exactly what that is. Looking at this, like I said, you bleed for 60 seconds. This will make it so your bleeding is a lot less. On full strength, you will bleed for only 30 seconds and half the health down, which is basically about 34 damage you will lose. Only 34 damage for 30 seconds. That's why strength and vitality is very good. Also, you might have saw that med kit brought me to 100% from 2%. That's not usual. I'm going to erase this for when I go through every single healing item. But if this is all the way full, a med kit that usually does 75 damage brings you to 100 damage. So basically you can have 0% health and that will heal you to 100 damage. When usually at 0% health, it will heal you to 75% damage. That's everything you guys need to know about the skills and bleeding. 2 more things you need to know. First off, bones. If you break your bone, you have your bones broken where you can't run or jump for 60 seconds. Once again, if your strength is all the way up, that reduces to 30 seconds. And one last thing, if the mode that you're on is hard, if you like playing on a hardcore server, that bleeding and bone breaking will not stop unless you heal yourself. And I'll show you how to heal yourself. Some of these are craftable, some of these are not. We're gonna go over every single one and show you guys what is worth crafting, what isn't worth crafting, what is worth picking up at that spawn, and what is ultimately the best way to heal yourself. And let's start off with every single health item that is in the game. We have our little death chamber over here with a bunch of spikes to damage us so we can actually use these beautiful items. And let's just start off with the kits. These 5 things are the kits, and the well-known med kit is what we're gonna be starting with. Everyone knows what the med kit is. It was the first medical item added into the game, so I'm sure you guys all know this. It stops bleeding and it stops your broken bones. If we hurt ourselves enough, you will see our health at 7, 6, 5, 4. It will take us to 80% because that heals you 75% of your damage, meaning if you're at 0% health, it's going to take you to 75 health. Going on from that, we have the blood bag. Now the blood bag isn't going to help your bones or stop you bleeding. So if you are bleeding, as you can tell, this blood bag won't help you. You're at 19%. It will take you up 70 health, but you will still be bleeding. So no matter what, you're going to have to keep doing this and keep healing yourself till that bleeding stops, or you're going to have to get something like a rag to stop that bleeding. Going to the next item, the Suture Kit, also a very well-known item that spawns a lot. I find this, I think, more than medkits because it's not as rare. This is going to heal you up to 50%. So as you can see, we're at 37. It's going to heal me to 88. That does 50 health to you. It does not fix broken bones, but it does stop your bleeding. Going from that, we have the splint. Now the splint is the first craftable item that we have that is craftable with 2 scrap metal. And if you guys don't know what the splint does, if you break your bones, you can fix that right up with a splint, and that heals you for 10 health and a little bone fix. So if you guys are like a little low health, maybe you have like 80% health or something and you have a lot of scrap metal, just use those 2 scrap metal to make a splint. It'll heal you 10% and that 98 will go to 100, and just like that you have full health. A lot of people don't actually do that, and I do take advantage of that. Going from that, we have a heat stim. Now this doesn't do much unless you're on Yukon, and no one really likes Yukon, am I right? Yukon, horrible map. But if you do left click on this heat stim, all it does, it heats you up. So if you are freezing cold, like in Yukon, you use that just like that, you are heated up. I'm not sure for how long, and I don't really want to get into that because it's Yukon, and Yukon's not played very much. Sorry, Yukon, you're not getting no love today. Going from that, though, we have the 3 bandages are in the game. We have the rag, the bandage, and the dressing. You make a rag with 2 cloth, a bandage with 2 rags, and a dressing with 2 bandages. And all these do is stop your bleeding. A rag only does 5 health, so let's run over this spike. Ba-boom. I'm at 69, 68. That's going to heal me up to 72 because I was at 67 before. It goes up to 72, 5 damage. Going to the bandage, I have 72. Now it's going to heal me to 87 because that heals you for 15 and stops your bleeding. And going on to the dressing, if I hit myself, I'm at 55. It's going to heal me up from 54 to 89. That is 35 health is what that increases. If you have any clothing on you, if you guys don't know for some reason, salvage that clothing. It'll turn it into cloth. Right click that cloth. That will say craft a rag. Click craft rag, or just go to this beautiful supplies icon. Click craft rag, click craft bandage, click craft dressing, make those beautiful items, and be healed 100%. Now going to what a lot of you guys probably don't know, and that is the 5 pills that are in Unturned. Now I find these pills a lot, but I'm not sure exactly what they do because there's so many pills. Well, I mean only 5, but it's hard to remember exactly what each one does. If you do remember, well, then you're an unturned god, and congrats to you. I still don't even remember, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We're gonna start from left all the way down to bottom right. Starting off here, this is the beautiful old cough syrup. Now the cough syrup does 5% health and 20% immunity. What that means, as you see, I went from 89 to 94, and the 20% immunity, that is for right here. My little radiation thing, if I'm at 80%, if I drink that, I'll go from 80% to 100%. Now, most of all of these do help you with radiation, like these tablets right here. And what tablets are gonna do is gonna give you 5 health, just like the cough syrup, but this one will give you 30% immunity. So it's just 10% more immunity than the cough syrup. These two are very, very alike. Going from tablets, we have the vitamins. That gives you 10 health, as you can see, 677 and 10% immunity. Going from that, we have the painkillers. All this does is heal you. It heals you actually 25%. So we're gonna go to 100. Just like that, boom, we are at 100. These blue pills are very, very nice. If you're at that low health, just pop one of those right into your stomach. You just go from 75 to 100, 25 health. That's just great. And going to our last one, we have antibiotics. Probably the most useful pills that are in the game. This heals you a whole whopping 35% health. And on top of that, it does 15% immunity. That is very, very beautiful. Antibiotics, that's the way to go. If you're looking for immunity, go with the purification tablets. But if you're going for health, antibiotic or painkiller. And finally, let's go to the 3 syringes that are in the game. Adrenaline, vaccine, and morphine. Morphine is actually one that is probably not used that much. We'll see after this video that you guys actually know what it does. Maybe it will be used a little bit more. I'm not quite sure. What adrenaline does, if you don't know, if I do run around for a little bit, you will see that my adrenaline, or that stamina in the bottom left, is going down. Pop one of these and it'll be right back to 100%. As you can see, it does do minus 5% immunity. My radiation is now to 95. But if you're looking, boom, it's going down. Pop one of those to 100%. You're getting low on radiation, pop a tablet, bada bing, bada boom, and you're at 100% radiation. Going on to morphine, the syringe that most people do not use. This actually fixes your bones. As you can see, I have a broken bone with 80% health. This will get rid of that broken bone and give you 5 extra health. It will take you down 5 immunity, getting you to 95 radiation. Pop a cough syrup, that'll go right to 100. And lastly, we have the beautiful vaccine. So let's pop a lot of these. Let's just pop myself with morphine, pop myself with adrenaline. You'll see my radiation going down and down and down. Now, if you're looking to fix your health and immunity at the same time, right here, the vaccine is the way to go. The vaccine gives you 15 health. So now I just went to 98%. also gives you 45% radiation. So I've lived off these things when I'm going into a dead zone, going to get that nice old loot at Cologne at the Germany map. I take like 10 of these. I just keep spamming these every now and then, or basically every 5 seconds. I can actually go out of there, pick a couple items out, run right out real fast, and I can actually live with just using vaccine instead of using a gas mask. That's what I really do like about this, that it does do a lot of immunity. That's what a vaccine does. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video all about the medical items, also letting you guys know exactly how the bleeding works. That took me a lot of time to figure out exactly how that bleeding mechanic did work. Hope you guys did understand what I was trying to say. In the description below, I will paste the stats of what I did find with the bleeding if you didn't understand what I actually said at the beginning. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, like the video if you enjoyed. It means so much to me. I almost want to cry. It means so much. New guides coming soon. New amazing videos on the way, popping up right around the corner. New server information coming real soon. New events, new funny moments, new arenas. So much things happening on this channel. Please subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Kameding, and I'm out of there. See you guys later.
Welcome to the country crowd. We got the hamburger, we got the down. We got the special so nigga that's here. We don't fuck with plank and making it clear.